we are back with another VA Snapshot episode of the Ridiculously Good VA Show, where we talk about the specific services that VAs can offer different target markets. Choosing a target market helps you learn about what they do in their business, how they find their clients, how they work with their clients, and what kinds of things they actually need help with in the day-to-day running of their business. After learning the ins and outs of what they do, you can speak much more clearly about how you can support them with your services. Why is this so essential? Because when you truly understand how their business runs, you truly understand how you can help them keeping it running smoothly and growing. That's the key to working with the target market, that you find large groups of clients that all need the same services and support, and it makes getting lots of great clients so much easier. I'm Tracy Daviero, a virtual assistant coach and trainer, and in this series, we're going to dive into 20 or 30 different industries and professions that use virtual assistants, and I'll share what kinds of tasks you can do for them. Then you just need to decide who you can best support and start connecting with them. Today we're going to talk about the services a VA can offer to nonprofits and associations. A VA can be a valuable asset for nonprofits and associations, helping them save money instead of bringing on full-time staff. VAs can also scale their workload up and down as need be around, say, fundraising events, projects, and other initiatives. VAs also offer specialized expertise without the need of hiring multiple staff members. Focusing on their core mission is always the most important thing for nonprofits, and having qualified VAs look after the routine tasks, the leadership and staff can spend more time and energy dedicated to strategic planning, program development, and stakeholder relationships. I've done some work with nonprofits and associations, but it was never my specialty, so I want to just put a caveat out here that there may be different or other services that they also require. These episodes are designed to give you ideas and get that brain working. So, here are some services that a VA can offer to nonprofits and associations. Admin tasks, always number one. Like many other industries, admin tasks are some of the most in demand for nonprofits. There is also often a lot of communication via email, inquiries, and more. Calendar management, data entry, document prep, membership management are key areas that a VA can also help with. Busy nonprofits may need even more than one VA to handle the variety of tasks that they need. Communication and outreach. Getting the word out about programs and events is equally important as they're often tied to fundraising initiatives. Social media can be limited to just posting, or it can include engaging with followers and also tracking analytics, maybe managing their online pages or communities. Newsletters and email campaign management, website updates, and online event support are also really good to include, especially with more meetings taking place virtually now. Communication is an excellent service to offer, even attending the meetings and taking minutes, or just scheduling them and managing them. Fundraising and donor management. As I mentioned, fundraising is usually a very large part of the nonprofit business model, and it takes more than just watching the money come in. Donor research, grant writing, donation tracking, donor communication, and appreciation, and fundraising events coordination are all very valuable services required by nonprofits. Being able to manage projects and events is not in the wheelhouse of all VAs, but with an event-heavy industry like nonprofits, it's really necessary to ace this. Managing the task lists, timelines, communications, and deadlines, often involving many individuals, staff, vendors, attendees, it can be very challenging and requires a high level of organization. That's what makes it so good. Research and reporting. A task that VAs all love, or most of us anyway, being able to gather the relevant data that they need about industry trends, competitors, policies, legislation, and being able to compile and analyze that data is a really good service offering. Volunteer coordination. Of course, nonprofits often rely heavily on volunteers, and being able to recruit, schedule, train, and manage those volunteers is a really good service. Creating and updating training materials for the volunteers is usually a part of that as well. Financial assistance. Money, money, money. That's the thing that keeps the nonprofits running. Financial help is a key role with monitoring and categorizing expenses, preparing reports and statements, and helping with budgets. There may be a bookkeeper in place for this role since it's such an important thing to fill for nonprofits, but there is still plenty of assistance that a VA can provide, maybe even at a lower rate than a bookkeeper. Translation and multilingual support. Being able to offer communication in more than one language can also be very helpful, especially if your nonprofit or your association is national, like in Canada. Diversity is very prevalent in nonprofits as well, and being able to communicate with people in their native language could be something that's very key. IT and technical support. Not just the virtual and in person events need tech support, but often the association websites are an essential tool for their everyday operations and for their donations. Being able to help them with software, hardware, tech issues, security, e commerce, and more is an excellent service for a VA to provide. And finally, content creation. The success of any nonprofit or association depends on getting the work, programs, and needs in front of the audience that they need to see it. Blog writing and social media content, graphic design, and marketing materials and presentations are required for everyday visibility. So, how does that all sound? You don't have to offer all of these services to nonprofits, but do you see how you can do exactly what you want to do and are skilled at, and to give really good support to this kind of client? That's the reason for this whole series. As I continue to say, I've not supported all of these industries that I'll cover. I'm not an expert in each industry, but I'm happy to be able to share some of the opportunities you can pursue if you decide to work with somebody like nonprofits. I actually used to think that nonprofits weren't a good VA client because of their budget constraints, but when I started realizing all the things that they actually needed and the way I know a VA saves business owners money, I realized it was actually a great niche. Nonprofits can absolutely benefit from hiring one or more VAs to help them with their business. Cost effectiveness is one of the key factors, and getting great support from VAs who are skilled when they need it can help them control their operational budget much more easily. And they can access a wide range of skills without the need for full-time hires. Win-win for everyone. So do you want to support nonprofits? It's a super target market. Put together an attractive package of services for nonprofits today and start connecting with them. And be sure to tune into the other VA snapshots in this series to learn more about other industries that might be a good fit for you. Thanks for tuning in to this snapshot from the Ridiculously Good VA show. Now it's your turn to choose your market and get out there to connect with them. Let them know that you understand their business and that you are the best VA to help them with their business needs. You are awesome. You can do it. Now get out there and get some clients.